All right, good morning, guys. We just took our chapter 1 test, so we're going to go ahead and move on to chapter 3. And 3.1 is lines and angles. Okay, so here we have some definitions. We're going to name our definitions that is corresponding to the diagram. All right, so our first definition is parallel lines. So parallel lines are coplanar lines that do not intersect, and the symbol right here means is parallel to, all right? So if you look at our diagram, okay, we have line AE and line BF that are parallel and they lie on the same plane. So AE is parallel to BF. And don't forget our line notation, all right? And also we have AD being parallel to BC, all right? They both lie on the same plane, okay? Now, these aren't the only two pairs of parallel lines. There are more, but I'm just going to give you a few examples here, all right? So the next definition is skew lines. Skew. Now, skew lines are non-coplanar that are not parallel and they do not intersect. Okay, so they are not on the same plane, they are not parallel, and they do not intersect. Okay, so an example we have. Let me erase the diagram so we could see. We have AB. So line AB and line CG that are parallel, okay? So CG is this line right here. Now, these two lines, they do not lie on the same plane, they are not parallel, and they do not intersect. So these two lines are skew lines. Next definition, okay, it says are planes that do not intersect. Well, we could also have parallel planes, all right? Just like lines don't intersect, some planes don't intersect, okay? And then here we have plane ABC and plane EFG, all right? Plane ABC and plane EFG never intersect. So a line and plane that do not intersect are parallel. Segments and rays can also be parallel or skew. They are parallel if they lie in parallel lines and skew if they lie in skew lines. All right, so now we're going to look at part 1, just doing some examples. So which segments are parallel? Now remember, parallel lines are coplanar lines that do not intersect, okay? So here we have AB, all right? And the lines that are parallel to AB is EF, DC, and GH. All right. Now, part B asks for lines or for which segments are skew to CD. All right. Remember, they're not on the same plane, they do not intersect, and they are not parallel. All right. So the skew lines are BF, AE, EH, and FG. All right. So skew lines they do not lie on the same plane, they are not parallel, and they do not intersect. Okay. Now in C it asks for two pairs of planes that are parallel. All right. So here we have ABC, and plane ABC is parallel to plane EFG. So plane ABC and plane EFG F, G. All right. And then we also have plane A, B, E, and C, D, H. So plane A, B, E, and plane C, D, H. All right. Those planes do not intersect. The planes do not intersect. And what are two line segments parallel to plane BCGF? So BCGF is this plane on the back, and the two lines that are parallel is AD and DH. AD and DH. So when a line intersects two or more lines, the angles formed at the intersections create special angle pairs, okay? And we call this a transversal. And a transversal is a line that intersects two or more coplanar lines at distinct points. The diagram on the next page shows the 8 angles formed by transversal T and two planes L and M. All right, so this is the diagram of the transversal, okay? So this line right here where it has letter T, okay, that is the transversal, and it is intersecting these two lines, all right? So it says, notice that angles 3, 4, 5, and 6 lie between L and M, all right? So 3, 4, 5, and 6, they are the interior angles, and then 1, 2, 8, and 7 are the exterior angles, okay? They are the exterior. All right, so here we have some more different definitions. So we're just going to knock them out, and then we're going to give the example for my diagram up here, okay? I'm going to try to move down just a little bit and zoom in. So the first definition, okay, blank are non-adjacent interior angles that lie on the opposite sides of the transversal, okay? So this is the alternate interior angles, all right? Alternate interior angles. Remember, interior means in, and alternate means on the opposite side, okay? So here, for example, angle 4, angle 6 are alternate interior angles because they lie on the opposite side of the transversal. And then angles 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles because they lie on the opposite side of the transversal. All right, transversal is this line intersecting these two lines L and M, okay? So blank are interior angles that lie on the same side of the transversal, okay? So that we just literally call this same side interior angles, all right? So the interior angles that lie on the same side. So we have angles 4 and angle 5, and angle 3 and angle 6, okay? Next, we have blank lie on the same side of the transversal T in corresponding positions, okay? So what that means is, like right here, like let's look at the left side of the transversal, okay? This is what we call corresponding angles, all right? So angles 1 and angle 5 are corresponding, and angles 4 and angle 8 are corresponding on the left side. Now on the right side, same thing. Angles 2 and angle 6, and angle 3 and angle 7, all right? So like 1 and 5, they both lie on top of their lines on the left side of the transversal, and 4 and 8 lie on the bottom of the lines L and M on the left side of the transversal. And then same thing with 2 and 6 and 3 and 7, okay? These are what we call corresponding angles. And in the next section, we'll see what's unique about corresponding angles with on a transversal with two parallel lines. We get into some congruency here. All right. And then last but not least, we have blank or non-adjacent exterior angles that lie on opposite sides of the transversal, okay? So exterior angles that lie opposite. So this is what we call alternate exterior angles, okay? So angles that are on the exterior that lie opposite from one another. So angles 1 and angle 7 and angle 2 and angle 8. All right, here we have 7 questions and 2 diagrams. All right, we got to identify what question goes with each diagram. Exercise or questions 1 through 3 go with the top. Questions 4 through 7 go with the bottom 2 lines in the transversal, okay? We could have more than one answer, but it just says name one pair of each. So that's what I'm going to do here, all right? So parallel segments. Now remember, parallel segments do not intersect and they are coplanar. So we have angles or lines EF and line segment HG, okay? I'm gonna write that up under, so that way we don't write on the diagram. So EF and HG, okay? And then 2 skew segments are EF and GC, okay? Remember, skew lines are lines that do not intersect, that aren't parallel, and they do not lie on the same plane. So here, EF and GC would be skew lines. Parallel planes, we have plane ABE and plane CGD, okay? Now, 4 through 7, we're looking at the 2 lines in the transversal, the alternate interior angles, okay? Alternate interior. So the interior angles that lie on the opposite side of the transversal, like 2 and 3. So angles 2 and angle 3. Now, number 5 asks for same side interior angles, same side. So interior angles that lie on the same side of the transversal, like angles 3 and angles 8. All right, corresponding angles. Remember what corresponding angles are? They lie on the same side of transversal T and in corresponding positions. So let's look at angle 1. So what angle is corresponding to angle 1? Well, angle 1 is lying on top, and it's on the exterior side on the left of the transversal. Well, 3 is in the corresponding position, but it's on the interior. Well, that doesn't matter, right? So angles 1 and angle 3 are corresponding angles because they both lie on top of their lines, okay? Not on the transversal, but on their lines. And then alternate exterior angles. Alternate, opposite sides of the transversal, exterior, on the opposite side, on the outside of the 2 lines. So like, for example, angle 1 and angle 4. All right, in the last example, here we have a figure, looks like a cube, and it says, in the figure at the right, lines and planes that appear to be parallel are parallel. And we have 2 students, we have Carly and Juan, and we want to see who's correct, okay? So Carly says that lines AB and HG are parallel, but Juan says that they are skew, okay? Now, who's correct? All right. Now remember, parallel lines are lines that never intersect and they lie on the same plane. Okay. Well, here, Carly is correct because the lines are coplanar They lie on plane ABH or ABG, however you want to say it. Since they are both in plane ABH, so AB is parallel to H,